Hi, I'm Amanda, and today I want to talk to you about something that I've seen coming up quite a bit with different clients I'm working with. And I talked about it a little bit in the last episode, this sort of separation when you're working from home and work always seems to bleed into itself and grows and grows and grows. And I know a lot of people have said that the longer that they've been working home, the more hours they're actually working. So I see this showing up for clients as, they no longer have control over their schedule. They are unable to create boundaries for themselves. They are unable to take lunch breaks. This might be sounding familiar for some of you. So a lot of people are really struggling with this moving from meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting. And then there's always work to be done in between, and you never really have a chance to catch yourself. And a lot of people don't even get a chance to do the work that they had to get done until the end of the day. So I want to share with you some ideas for how you can reconsider the way that you're doing work. What can be created from this experience of jumping meeting to meeting, topic to topic. First of all, when you're multitasking and you're jumping from thing to thing, I don't know about you, but I feel broken at the end of that. So if I've really jumped from topic to topic to topic, and I'm moving around all the time and talking to different people and always responding to the needs of others immediately, my brain is done. Like, I am completely fried. By the end of the day, I am falling into bed, unable to even think clearly. So it's really important that you start to understand what is important for you. So what are your priorities? One of the ways that I've done this that really helps me is, if I find, I would even show you, I've got Post-it notes all over the place in here that you can't see on the camera. But when I find that I have a lot of different topics on my mind, and I can't even decide what the priority is anymore, I will just write everything out. I'll make a Post-it for every single topic. So for example, one client project or one coaching client or a book that I'm reading or a course that I'm taking, or maybe even a project I have at home. Like, I've just moved and I want to buy new furniture for the place. So the home furnishing project would go on a Post-it. And then you can actually start to get an overview of what your brain looks like. So it's a bit of a mind map of all the different topics that are pulling your attention away. And from there, you can see pretty clearly. You can break these into categories. What is really important, top priority? What is something that actually, I don't even know why I'm doing this. This can just fall off the list. And what are the things that I think they're important? I don't want to get rid of them, but maybe I can't put my attention on them right now. So you can go ahead and divide all of these different ideas and projects and thoughts and plans and whatever into these categories. And then you get a really clear priority list of what it is you need to put your attention in. So this works, first of all, from the individual level, that you're able to see how many different places your attention is at any given time, because that all takes energy from you and gives you a chance to really prioritize what is most important. You can do the same thing just with your work tasks, if that feels like it's going to be valuable, or you can actually just mix it all together and see where are you needing to spend your attention the most, and what is maybe sucking your attention dry that you don't really need to be focused on. So something I'd also really recommend here, not just the prioritization, which is super important, but is making sure that you have firm boundaries in place that help you to say no. So a lot of the work that you're probably doing feels important, feels urgent, but for the most part, it just feels like you have to keep going because there's so much to do, and that to-do list is going to keep getting longer. No matter what you do, it will continue to grow. This I can guarantee you. I have tried. I am really an addict of lists, and I can just show you here. I'm constantly writing new lists for myself and just checking them off, checking them off, checking them off, and then adding more and more and more. So your to-do list can get away from you, and it can start to overtake you and run your whole day. So you don't want to be running your day, first of all, every day feeling like your brain is dead by the end of the day. Second of all, not even knowing what you've done. Third, just responding to fires or to other people's priorities. So you really want to find a way to set those clear boundaries, to say, I commit to take lunch every day. And maybe that looks different for you. Maybe that means you put a blocker in your calendar every single day from 1 until 1:45 p.m. No one can schedule meetings, and you honor that commitment to yourself by not taking meetings at that time. Another commitment or boundary that you can set is I commit to end my workday by 7 p.m. I say 7 p.m., but to be honest, I'm always trying to end my day by 6, and I'm usually pretty good at it unless there's like a pre-agreed workshop or client meeting that I am comfortable making the choice to take a little later. But making that conscious choice about when your workday ends. And that way, if something comes up, if there's an emergency or something is urgent, you can always make a choice that it's important to work later on that specific day. But overall, you know your boundary. You know that you are making an exception to the rule for one specific reason. So these are some small things. You can communicate openly with the people you work with and let them know, hey, actually, every Wednesday, I'm not available for meetings. You make sure that Wednesdays are set just for you to get your work done. So these are some small ideas that you can take. There's so many more, of course, but it's really more about figuring out where can you win that time back for yourself and set those boundaries, make them clear, communicate them outwardly so that other people know and are inspired by them to do the same, and give yourself the space that you need so that you don't have to end the day feeling like, what just happened to me? And why do I feel so tired? So I really, I see this again and again with people I'm working with, and it's really, I mean, honestly, it's heartbreaking because each person, each leader that I am talking to wants to do a great job. Their ultimate goal is to be a great leader, to help their teams, to do good work, to role model what it looks like. And at some point, many of them, and I think just in society, it's happened that we've sort of lost track of what it means to be a good leader and think that it means just getting more stuff done and working harder and showing up and being the expert in all of this. And that's absolutely not the case. So being a good leader is being able to role model behaviors that help you to do good work and support each other while not burning yourself out in the process. So these are just some ideas and tips just based on a lot of the conversations I've been having recently. And I hope that they're able to support you as well in coming up with these boundaries and, setting some parameters. So like understanding what it is that you're working on and what's stealing your attention, and then understanding how you can set some boundaries so that you already know what your priorities are and you don't necessarily need to take on all of this additional work. And if it doesn't fit into those boundaries that you set, then now's not the time to say yes or take it on. So I wish you a lot of luck. If you have these experiences, please do share them. I would love to hear from you how you're managing your time and all these different projects and priorities. And if you have any tricks that you've been doing that have been supporting you, I am sure others will be grateful to hear them and learn from your experience as well. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you again next week.